Hi, it's Lady Delisandra, and I'm going to show you how I made this medieval-inspired fantasy dress for my LARP. I think I used Simplicity 6473 as like a base starting point. It's a short dress, but it had princess seams. I used it as a base, and because I'm tall, I extended the waist, and I also added length to the dress as well, because I wanted it to be floor length, and the original dress is a short dress. I also wanted the sides to lace up, so I made them extra wide, and I cut everything out and decided, you know what, yeah, it's a great time to start prepping our fashion fabric. No mock-up needed. I think I was feeling a little bit cocky because I thrifted all this fabric just for $10, and it's a beautiful wool twill. So I figured Lady Luck was already on my side and decided just to cut out the pieces. I also sewed up some straps that I would later struggle to turn out. I think the fabric is so thick I just couldn't muscle it through, but eventually I got there and it ended up with a whole bunch of little tubes that I pressed and attached to the front pieces of the bodice and the back of the bodice. After all those little pieces were attached, I can finally attach all of my front pieces and back pieces together to look like so. And you get to see another clip of my horrible sewing posture. Don't do the same as me, please fix your posture. One thing that I do right about sewing, and yes, I did just say do, is I press as I go. Now I can finally attach the front and the back just at the shoulder strap. This is held together with safety pins at the moment just to do a little rough fitting, and I decided it's time to work on the sleeves. I opened them up so I could have more mobility, and I ended up decided to do a short sleeve with like a split flare. I have no idea how I drafted this pattern, so don't even ask. And again, I just decided, yep, it's right time to cut it out. No drafting needed, just go for it. And I didn't want to mark the fabric, so I ended up just pressing it where I wanted to cut it open so that I could have a nice opening in the front of the sleeve. And if you're wondering, yeah, I cut out fabric this fast. This is not sped up at all. And then I did end up cutting out the top of the sleeve as well. Just because it's a medieval inspired does not mean it needs to be medieval in function. I added pockets, and because it was going to a LARP, I decided to trace it around my portable charger on top of 4 layers of fabric. I decided where I'd want the pockets to sit, and then I'd pinned it with a safety pin, measured it out so I can make it even on all sides, and it was ready to sew up the side seams. I was so excited because we were almost done. The easy part. Then I pressed all of my hemlines upwards towards the good side of the fabric, which sounds wrong, but you'll see why it was the right decision after, which is because I plan on putting the ribbon or the trim right on top of the exposed seam because I am not lining this dress at all. That way all the raw hems are encased in the zigzag stitch as well as the embroidered trim that I'm going to attach. For the neckline and hem of the sleeves, I ended up using a thinner trim and a thicker trim around the elbows and the hem of the skirt on the dress. And all of a sudden I was in a forest. I hope you love it as much as I do. Let me know if you have any questions.